Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel Destiny Moon Tarot, and welcome to today's pick a card reading where I'm going to be finding out what the exact moment will be when you and your future spouse are going to realize that you guys are each other's people. The moment that you're going to realize you're each other's soulmate, the moment you're going to realize they're the one, and the moment you're going to realize they're the one. Okay, so this is meant to be just like a fun reading. Take it how it resonates. Maybe the things that you hear in this reading will resonate with you because that is what you're manifesting. So this could be a sign that what you're manifesting can absolutely come true, right? So yeah, try and use this in your visualization process, or any other process that you use for manifestation if you'd like to. And if not, this is also just here for entertainment, so you can also use it for that purposes, to just have fun and have like a fun future spouse reading basically. So yeah, with that being said, let me introduce you to today's groups for you to choose from. We have group number 1 with the development card. I hope you can see it. Yeah, this is your card, group number 1. Group number 2, your option is angels and the number 21. Group number 3, your card is spirit guides and the number 22. So you can take as much time as you need to pick either one or multiple of these groups to choose from in today's reading. And once you have made your decision, you can find the timestamps that correlate to your group's reading in the description box below, as well as in the pinned comments. And I shall see you all in your reading. Let's begin with group number 1. Hi, Group 1. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the development card right here with the number 2. So, this is going to be your reading. Let's find out how you will know that you have found the one, and how will your future spouse know that they have found the one. So, now this card right here is going to show me how you will know that you have found the one, and this is your future spouse's energy. So we'll get into this in a while. Starting off with your energy, I feel like you will know they are the one when you see how far they have come. Okay, so now this could mean that you have either known your person for a while before you start dating, or you decide to marry them. Okay, so there is a possibility that you guys might have been friends for a really long time, or colleagues for a really long time, or you have dated a really long time before you realize that this is the person you want to marry. Okay, um or like, even if you know you want to marry this person, like even if you're dating to marry, I feel like you would want to take that step only when you feel ready for it. And I think the moment you're going to realize you are ready, or the moment you're going to realize they are the one for you, is when you see that this person is actually quite developed, in the sense that they have come a long way. You have seen their journey. You have probably seen them at the beginning of your dating cycle, and now you'll see that they've come a very long way. Or you would see that, this person was a different person in terms of maturity, in terms of maybe the assets that they have, in terms of like the inner work, the healing, the growth that they have done. And you would have seen that they have come a really long way. And I think that is something that's going to really impress you, because you'll be like, yes, this person genuinely cares about themselves, and they put in effort into their own development. So that is something that's really going to impress you, and that is when you're going to know that you have met the one. Okay, with development, I also feel like maybe you will know they're the one when you start developing like deeper feelings for them, where you start feeling like, oh my god, this is my person. This is, this is not just my best friend anymore. This is not just a colleague anymore. This is the person that I want to, end up for the rest of my life with. I feel like there is some level of like growth that's happening, and you're able to see the growth in their own life. And that is when you are going to know that you have found the one, is the message that I'm seeing here. Let's see how they will know that you're the one. Wait, before that, I feel like another message that's coming through with the development card right here is that I feel like somewhere, it's not just their growth that you are seeing, you're also seeing your own growth. I feel like you have also grown quite a lot as a person, and you like the fact that being with them, or being their friend, or them being in your life, encourages you as well to be a better person, and to work on yourself and grow on your own, right? So there is a possibility that you guys are teaching each other things, or you are inspiring each other to be better versions of yourselves. And that itself is going to show you specifically that you have found the one, not just because you see them growing and developing, but you also see this growth within yourself. And I think, even though majority of that credit goes to you for doing the inner work, I think somewhere you also want to share that credit with this person, because this person might have inspired some of that growth. Okay. Or maybe support during that growth while you were working on yourself. So yeah, there is this sort of like mutual development that's happening, that is really helping you guys grow, and that is making you realize that you have found the one, because you're helping them grow and they're helping you grow. And it's a partnership, because I feel like with you, I really feel you don't want just a relationship, you want a partnership, right? You don't want codependency, you want to be a team that works together towards the same goal, right? And that's showing a lot of maturity, at least on your end, group number one. So I feel like the decision that you're taking, and the way that you're finding out or realizing that your person is the one for you, is stemming from a place of maturity and a lot of growth. Okay, this could be the kind of person who you've never fallen for before in the past. Maybe in the past you have only seen if this person can love you, and not really seen what their like assets look like, what their like physical reality looks like. Or maybe you have been too focused on physical reality, and you haven't really focused on like the quality of relationships in the past. So I do feel like this is something that's like the best of both worlds. That is the kind of vibe I am sort of picking up on. When you start feeling like you're getting the best of both worlds, is when you are going to realize that your person is the one for you. Now let's find out how your person is going to know that you are the one for them. So here we have house 2: physical security, possessions, material values, and self worth. Okay, so they're going to know you're the one when they see you valuing yourself, focusing on your money, focusing on your growth, focusing on your career. They're going to see that you have, like, you're a very secure person within yourself, whether that is financially, whether that is emotionally, whether that is spiritually. I feel like you are content on your own, you are quite happy on your own, you're doing well for yourself on your own, and they see this. And that is why they feel like this is the kind of person I want to be with. Because maybe even for them, they don't want someone who is going to fully rely on them for all their needs, to meet all their needs. They probably want to be with someone who has a life of their own, interests of their own, hobbies of their own. um yeah, and someone who's not going to be dependent on them for absolutely everything in life, for all of the validation, and for all of the wealth, and for everything in life. They don't want that. So they see that you are healthily independent, and they really look up to you. I feel like there really is a lot of like mutual respect that you guys have for each other. There is just um I think you see each other as equals. That is also like a very big um, message that's coming through. We have house two here, and this is card number two, and two is the number of partnership. So, this feels like a genuine partnership of two equals where you're both respected by each other, you're both valued by each other, and that feels really good. Like there's mutual admiration and respect for each other. And I think, like, I'm almost picking up the fact that the things that will make them perfect for you are also the reasons that make you perfect for them. You're both looking for very similar things. So um yeah, that is what I'm picking up on, which is why I feel like, you both might have similar moments where you're going to realize that you're each other's soulmate. Like maybe the timing is going to be quite similar, or the same things are going to signify that you are, like, you guys are what the other person is looking for, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, you know that TikTok sound where it's like, "Are you in love? I'm in love. Are you in love? I'm in love too. I agree, 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 agree." That is the vibe that I'm picking up on. It almost feels like you guys are on the same page at the same time, and that's how you both will know that you are each other's partners and soulmates. So yeah, this is beautiful energy. Let's get some more details about maybe timing and anything else that wants to come through. So we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. We have the Eight of Wands. Okay. And we also have the Nine of Wands. Ooh, okay. Okay. Bottom deck energy is the Star. Absolutely. I would very much want this to be a part of your reading as well. Okay. Yeah, so there is this level of both of you kind of putting each other on a pedestal. Like you see them as a star, they see you as a star. It almost feels like you are each other's North Star. You guys will guide each other home, and you guys will guide each other to, like, back to each other. Like, even if you get like too busy in your own lives, I feel like you're two stars that are just orbiting each other, and it's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. Like you both have very magnetic auras, and it almost feels like watching the other person shine and glow gives you energy, and that makes, like, that inspires you to shine and glow. So you're both like, it's giving me power couple kind of energy for sure. And I feel like with the Three of Pentacles, this is a connection that could happen through work, or through, like, a similar community, maybe even. So like if you're working in a group, like whether you're colleagues, or say you don't have like a 9 to 5 regular job, then maybe you volunteer in the same place, or you work towards the same goal, and like something that you do either for a living or as like community service or something is going to bring you together. Like a common goal is going to bring you together, and that's how you'll meet each other. And that'll also show you that you have like similar maybe work ethics or interests, or that you work together really well as a team. That's going to show you that. And very quickly with the Eight of Wands, I feel like this connection, this attraction is going to develop very quickly. I think you're going to like each other very quickly. This isn't like a enemies to lovers sort of a situation. This is like a oh my god, I really like this person. From the get go, you will have a lot of respect for this person, and you will like this person, and vice versa. And like the admiration that you have for each other is just gonna grow very quickly. It'll happen very quickly, and it'll also grow very quickly. And I think because of how fast it's going to go and how healthy it's going to be, and how much you're going to appreciate and acknowledge each other, and also like maybe put each other on a pedestal, is probably going to worry you or scare you a little bit with the Nine of Wands. I think you will be a little bit mindful, a little bit cautious in the beginning. I don't think you're going to be super open with each other from the get go. I think it'll take you time to open up to each other, in the sense that, you would first want to get to know each other. But it almost feels like the more you get to know each other, the more you like each other. But because of that, it's kind of scary. When you like don't see any red flags, that is also very scary, because it's like, oh my god, who is this person, why are they so perfect, how come we're aligning so well, it's that kind of energy. But honestly, the message here is that when two people are meant to be with each other, and it's going to be a healthy connection, then it's supposed to be easy, right? Like, I just saw Materialists a couple of days ago, and one thing that they kept saying in the movie was that love with the right person is easy. And that's what this feels like. There are no red flags from the get go, and there are no red flags, and it feels easy because it is love. And maybe this is something you haven't been used to in the past. Maybe this is something that you haven't really experienced in the past, and that could also be scaring you a little bit. But honestly, this is just two very emotionally available and emotionally healthy and mature people coming together to live a very healthy relationship. So, yeah, I mean, honestly, there really isn't anything for you to worry about. Sure, there might be some sort of like arguments, or you might not be on the same page for the rest of your life, but there might be disagreements here and there. Even healthy couples fight, even happily married couples fight. But overall, I do feel like this is going to be a really, really good connection. So yeah, if you do feel like everything's going really well, don't self sabotage it. Okay, just embrace it. Okay, maybe everything is going well because your inner work is working and their inner work is working, and both of you are mutually putting in effort and energy into this relationship, which probably hasn't happened in the past for either one of you or both of you. So it can be scary, your first healthy relationship, but you are worth it. The work that you have done, the work that you will continue to put into this relationship is worth it. Group number one. So yeah, that is the reading that I have for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this was fun. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Claim it in the comments below if you'd like to as well. Subscribe to my channel for more readings from me, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye guys. Hi, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Angel card right here with the number 21. So let's find out how you will know your future spouse is the one for you. We also have these two cards right here. The other group got just one, but two cards wanted to come out for you. These two cards are going to tell me how your future spouse is going to know that you're the one for them. So we'll get into these cards in a while, but let's start with your card first. Let's see how you are going to know that your future spouse is the one. Okay, the moment you're going to realize they're the one. Now, with angels here, I feel like this is the kind of person who you are going to think is very angelic, almost like they came into your life like an angel. Okay, maybe you call them angel or they call you angel. That is also something that I'm picking up on. I feel like this person just honestly brings you so much peace. Okay, this person makes you feel safe and secure and taken care of. So that is also how you could have found out that this is the one for you. Another message that I'm picking up for you guys is that you would have met this person maybe after a loved one has passed away. Okay. So for some of you, I'm picking up on that message. But for some of you, I'm also picking up on the message that, say, for example, someone in your life has passed away, and then you met this person maybe much later than that. I have a feeling that, when you are with this person, there is going to be a moment where you feel like, oh my god, that person who passed away would have loved this person. So say you have a grandmother who has passed on, right? I feel like there will be a moment where you're having a conversation with them, or you're just thinking about them, and you're going to think, oh my god, you know what, I think grandma would have loved him or her. um, I wish they could have met you, I wish you could have met them, they would have really liked you, right? So that is also a message that I'm picking up for some of you guys. I do feel like um, this person does feel like an angel in your life. Maybe this person came into your life and you really needed someone, where you were manifesting someone, some sort of support, some sort of healing, some sort of help, and that is when this person has come into your life. Um, they could also have a name that means angel. Okay, like I speak Hindi at home, and angel in Hindi is Pari. So, you could meet someone whose name is Pari, maybe. Um, or maybe, like, their pet name at home is Pari, or maybe your pet name at home is Pari. That is also something that I'm picking up on. So, this person likes to call you angel as well. I think I mentioned that, right? Either one of you or both of you call each other angel as like a pet name. You know how people say baby or sweetheart? I think you call each other angel. And that's how you're going to know that this is the one for you. I feel like this person is going to remind you of angels, or this person is going to um, really make you feel like someone up there is very happy with you, for you to have met this person and for this person to have been in your life, you know. um, you might also realize that this is the one for you when because this person is bringing you closer to maybe God or spirituality, or making you believe in these things again, or making you believe in these things for the first time. Maybe up until now you didn't believe in angels or spirit guides or God or the universe, and being with this person has made you feel that way. Or if you already believed in it, then maybe this person has just um, strengthened your belief, because you're like, yes, if this person exists in this world and they have come into my life like an angel, that's because angels actually do exist, right? So yeah, that is the message I'm picking up on. I'm picking up on very like a sweet energy. I feel like you're both really sweet people. I think you're very bubbly, happy go lucky people with like very pure hearts, both of you. Yeah. I think you also like believe in God. You're very simple, grounded, down to earth kind of people. You're very sweet, you're very kind, you're very caring. I'm picking up on Cancerian energy, but honestly, you could be any other sign as well. So, yeah, that is what I'm picking up for you guys. And now let's find out how your partner or your future spouse is going to know that you are the one for them. So, first up here, we have Trine. Oh my God. Angelic, angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow are the keywords on this card. What did I tell you? I feel like one or both of you call each other angels. Okay. And then we have Gemini, curiosity, intellect, and networking. Okay. So I feel like your person is going to know that you are the one for them, because how you feel about them is also how they feel about you. Group number two. I genuinely feel like, the way that they see you as an angel, is also how you see them as an angel. It honestly feels like a very divinely orchestrated connection, and both of you believe this, that, you know, someone up there, whether that's God or the universe or your angels, are really happy with both of you and they have made you meet. You know, you believe in Cupid making you meet, or that you have met each other at the perfect time. I think they are going to realize you're the one for them, because again, you remind them of angels. You have a very angelic quality to you. You bring a lot of peace and harmony into their life. You kind of flow really well into their life, in the sense maybe they feel like they don't have to change themselves or hide parts of themselves from you. You fully accept them for who they are, and you like them for who they are. You don't want them to be something that they are not, and you don't judge them for the person that they are, and they really appreciate that. I also have a feeling that with the perfect flow, like you have a way of perfectly flowing as a couple. I think you guys work really well as a couple, in the sense that maybe um how much effort you put in is very sort of equal, and it flows really well. It's not like one person is giving more and one person is taking more. The dynamics are very harmonious, the dynamics are very balanced. And there is a perfect flow, in the sense that um, you guys put in the effort and you want to spend time with each other and talk to each other and care about each other, but at the same time, you're also doing your own thing, so you have like healthy space between you guys as well, where you're not doing everything together, and you're not like constantly like stuck to each other and codependent on each other. There's like a healthy flow, right? Something else that I'm also picking up with the perfect flow here is that one thing that made them realize that you're the one for them is that you really get along with either their friends or their siblings or their parents. I feel like their loved ones love you, and you guys get along with each other as well. Like, sometimes it's very tricky when your best friend doesn't like your partner, so they're like mean to them or whatever. But I feel like here everyone likes each other, right? So if you've met maybe their sibling or their friends or their parents, they like you and you like them, and there's like a good flow in that, right? I think their loved ones feel like you guys make a good couple, and that you're a really nice person and you're good for them, and that is also something that makes them realize that you're the one for them. Okay, because maybe in the past they have had relationships where either their friends or their siblings didn't like the person that they were dating or they were with, right? So yeah, that is also giving them a sign that they have found the one and that you are the one for them, because people around them see that your partner is very happy when they're with you. Yeah, like they're glowing when they're with you, and that you guys make a good couple, right? So yeah, that is what I'm picking up here. I also feel like this person is going to realize that you're the one for them when they see how like bubbly and like fun loving and free spirited you are, but at the same time they're going to realize that you're also very wise and very intelligent. It's not that you are childish, it's not that you are bubbly and fun and you get along with everyone and you talk to everyone because you're childish. No, it's because you genuinely are very intelligent, you are emotionally intelligent, and also maybe like street smart. You are very wise, you have a knack for learning, you want to ask people questions, you're really good at having communication. You make people feel seen and heard, including them. So that is probably also going to show them that you are the one for them, because you make them feel this way, because they see these qualities in you, right? So yeah, that's what I'm picking up here. It's like, in like movies when you see like this fun bubbly girl and there's a guy just like looking at her interacting with other people and he falls in love with her. It's like that, it's like that. They're going to see you maybe be really kind to strangers, or like they're going to see you, you know getting along with their sibling or with their nieces and nephews or with their friends, and they're going to really appreciate the kind of communication you're having, the kind of connection that you're building with the people that love them and that they love, right? So yeah, that is kind of making them realize that you're the one for them. Okay, so let's get some more cards. Your reading so far has been so wholesome and cute. Okay, so we have the Six of Cups, of course. I'm not surprised this has showed up. We have the Ten of Pentacles, right? And we have the Six of Pentacles. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful energy. Bottom deck energy is the Ace of Wands. Okay. I do feel like this person is also very physically attracted to you. You're physically their type, and that is also one of the reasons why they think you're the one for them. But that's just bottom deck energy is what I picked up on. Um, but yeah, coming back to your wholesome energy, which is continuing with your tarot cards right here as well. With the Six of Cups, I do feel like this person, or like with you, your connection in general, right? It feels like you guys are friends before you are in a relationship or before you're partners or anything, right? It almost feels like you're in love with your best friend. And it almost feels like you guys are healing and taking care of each other's inner child. And that feels really good. Your inner child feels very safe with each other. You feel very safe and secure with each other as well, because this is the kind of relationship where I don't think money is ever going to be an issue. I think when it comes to money, when it comes to abundance, you guys have the same morals and the same principles about money. You have the same ideas about money. And that is why you'll always be on the same page when it comes to earning, spending, saving, just how you view money. And that makes relationships quite um, healthy for sure, but also I think easy, because a lot of times, one of the reasons why couples fight, long term relationships, is money and assets. So you guys have a very strong emotional connection, but you guys also have a very strong physical connection, in the sense that you are looked after even in like the physical realm. Like, money is never an issue in this relationship, and that just makes um this relationship flow more harmoniously, honestly. Yeah. So that is also something that I see here. You feel very safe and secure with each other, emotionally, physically, financially, spiritually. So yeah, that's the quality of your relationship. There's a lot of safety and security here. Yes, there's a lot of understanding and caring here. There's a lot of generosity here as well with the Six of Pentacles. I think both of you very mutually and generously give and take. You don't feel guilty when you're taking, and you don't feel stingy when you're giving. You give very freely and you take very freely, because that is the level, that is the quality of your relationship. This is just a very generous relationship where if your partner needs you to buy you something, or support them in some way, you're there for them and they're there for you as well, right? So this is a relationship of equals, in the sense that your principles, your morals, your outlook on life, um, your value system is very similar. Yeah, that is something that's really coming through. Your value system is very similar. You have very similar values, for sure. I feel like even when it comes to children, you have like a very similar idea. Like either both of you want children or both of you don't want children. There's no discrepancy in what you want out of your life. You know, you have similar goals, you have a similar sort of expectation of what you would want your relationship to look like, or your life with each other to look like. You guys are on the same page. So yeah, that is the reading that I have for you guys, group number 2. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it resonated with you. Claim this reading if you'd like to in the comments below, if you'd like to as well. Subscribe to my channel for more readings from me, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye, guys. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Spirit Guides card 22. This is your card. So let's find out how you are going to realize that your future spouse is the one for you. Okay, the moment when you're going to realize they're one for you, they're the one for you. Sorry about that. We also have a card here that's going to show us how your future spouse is going to realize that you're the one for them, but we will get into that in a while. Let's start with you first. With spirit guides here, I definitely feel like you are going to know, like the moment you're going to know this person is for you, is you're just going to feel so spiritually aligned with them. Okay, it'll almost feel like you met them through very like serendipitous circumstances. Like there was no way that you could have met each other had it not been for destiny, had it not been for a higher power, had it not been because you guys are meant to be with each other. Okay, so there is this level here where I feel like um you feel like a higher power has gotten you together. Like the more you like get to know each other, the more I feel like you're going to really be aligned with each other. But at the same time you would be like, oh my god, like we would have probably never met. Or you know, maybe this is the kind of person who you either like grew up in the same place, or you went to the same school, or you have mutual friends, but for some reason you never met each other until the time was right. And I feel like you're going to think that the red thread theory is just absolutely true, that you know, two people, even if they are sitting right next to each other, will not acknowledge each other and not meet each other until the time is right. So I do feel like you're going to think that this person came into your life at the right time. And because of the timing, you're going to feel like they are the one for you. Okay, because if this person would have come into your life at any other time, you would have probably you know, not been able to give this relationship the effort and the energy that it requires and that it deserves. Right, you would have probably not been the person that you are already. You would have not done the growth or the healing that you already have up until this point, right? So you're going to feel like there is definitely like a higher power, like your spirit guides, or you know, your ancestors, someone who has passed over, has really helped you come into union with this person. And that that union has happened, more importantly, at the right time, in divine timing. Yeah, so that is how you are going to realize, or that is when you're going to realize that this is the person for you. This like doesn't feel like an exact moment, it just feels like a spiritual alignment. I think the way that you're going to be feeling spiritually is going to make you realize that they're the one for you. And I think that's very difficult for me to explain, but I think the people who this is resonating with will get it. Yeah. So I do feel like um when this person comes into your life, or when you realize that they're the one for you, you will know that this person was meant for you, because you just um like everything aligns with them. You know, they are the kind of person that's perfect for you, you know. And they are the kind of person that you will be happy with in the long term, because they have qualities that make you feel like you will be safe, secure, happy, and spiritually aligned with forever. And I know it's difficult to predict the future, it's difficult to tell like like it's difficult to guarantee these things, right? But there is just a feeling that you'll have. You know how when they say you, when you know, it's that feeling that I'm picking up on you. Like for you, it's not like a particular moment where you will realize they're the one for you. It's just that when you know, and you will know. Okay, so that's what I'm picking up on here for you guys specifically. Let's see how they will know that you are their one. So here we have the South Node, destined to release. Okay, so they will know you're the one when they would have released some sort of toxic pattern, some sort of release they have done in their life, you know, something they have left behind in their life, and it has made space for something new. Okay, it has made space for you, is what I am picking up on, right? This whole reading up until now is just feeling very mumbo jumbo. I feel like it's not giving you the exact answers that it's meant to, but I think like you're both very spiritually aligned, you're very spiritually awakened, both of you, and I feel like this is making sense to the people this reading is supposed to find. Okay, um so if it isn't aligning, if it isn't making sense, then maybe this is not the reading for you, is all I want to say, because I do feel like there's someone skeptical here. um but honestly, I feel like your person will realize and know that you're the one for them when they have released something, when they have let go of something. Say, you know, they have let go of a toxic relationship, you know, they have finally unfriended, unfollowed, blocked that person, that situationship that was just not getting anywhere, right? And the minute they did that, you came into their life, and it's like, oh my god, you know, that is what I needed. I needed to let go of things, I needed to let go of fear, I needed to let go of my inability to be open and vulnerable, and you know, the minute I start giving into my intuition, the minute I start opening up to and becoming comfortable with intimacy, whether that's physical, whether that's emotional, whether that's spiritual, this person is going to realize that they're the one for you. So it almost feels like there is a um, factor of trust here, especially with your partner. I think your partner is going to realize that you're the one for them when they realize that they can trust you. Okay, when they can be vulnerable with you, and you're not going to use their insecurity or their vulnerability. I'm saying that wrong, aren't I? Vulnerability. Yes, there it is. That's the word. Against them. You know, you're not going to use that against them. You're going to use that to understand them, to support them, to be there for them when they need you. But you're not going to use it against them. You know, you're not going to hold that against them as like a power that you have over them. And that's when they're going to realize that they can let down their walls and let you in even more. You know, that's when they'll realize that, you know, they can let go of fear when it comes to being in a relationship and being vulnerable, being intimate, being um just trusting their intuition, you know, even though there's nothing like tangible that's showing them that you're the one for them, they can trust their feeling, they can trust their intuition, they can trust their gut, that you will you know, not hurt them. Because again, like I said, was I saying in your reading itself that there's no way for you to guarantee whether this person will be aligned with you and whether they'll be the one for you in the long term, right? That they'll be um you know, with you, or they will be faithful to you or loyal to you in the long term. Like there's no way to guarantee that, but it almost feels like when you know, and they know because they can trust you, and you just know, and you just know. So maybe you just know because you see that they are trusting you, you just know because you see that they are bringing their walls down and letting you in more. So maybe that's how you will also know. But it honestly feels like when you know, there's not like a specific moment where you're going to realize that they're the one for you or you're the one for them. And I'm glad that it's mutual, because if it wouldn't be mutual, I think it would be quite difficult to like deal with this situation. But it does feel mutual, so I'm quite happy about that. Let's get your tarot now and find out some more information. So we have Judgment, yes. We have the Four of Pentacles, we have the King of Wands, and I want just one more card. We have the Wheel of Fortune, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Bottom deck energy is the Two of Swords. So yeah, when you're able to just trust, because around you maybe you see things, or you see relationships that are not working out well, so you're like, oh my god, if these other people have gotten it wrong, maybe this is going to happen to us. Oh my god, like my neighbor's friend or my neighbor's cousin got cheated on, so maybe that's going to happen to me as well. you know you won't know. There's no way to guarantee these things, okay? You just have to go with the flow. You just have to trust that the person in front of you is not going to do that to you. And it almost just feels like, there are moments where you will just feel like you can trust each other, where you will just know that this person is not going to hurt you. Like I said, you guys don't feel like this is a relationship that feels very safe, it feels very secure, it feels very grounded. With the Four of Pentacles, it feels um you know like there's no drama here. That's how it feels. you know and this relationship feels like there's no judgment. You guys can be each other, you can be your true self, you can be your authentic self, you can shine, you can glow, and nobody is going to feel jealous, nobody is going to try to humble you, nobody is going to try to make you feel like you are nothing without them. This is a non-judgmental zone, okay? And that is what makes this relationship very safe, very secure, very healthy. And that could be very different from what you're used to. It almost feels like the Wheel of Fortune has now turned in your favor, and you feel a little bit scared about it, you feel a little bit anxious about it, and because there's no drama here, this feels like, oh my god, any minute now the ball is going to drop. But it doesn't. It doesn't. It just feels very safe and secure and stable and consistent. That is the word. It feels very consistent. The consistency in this relationship, the consistency in the effort and the energy that you both put into this relationship is one of the reasons why you feel so safe and secure here, is the reason why you feel so seen and heard and understood and taken care of here, right? And that is the reason. That consistency is going to show you that you can trust this person, because that is a pattern that they have set, that consistently this person has shown you that you can trust them. Consistently you have shown this person that you are not judging them. you know Consistently you feel safe and secure in this relationship. Nobody's stirring the pot, nobody's starting unnecessary drama, right? And that is how you're going to know that this consistency, it may feel boring, it may feel scary, because it's like, oh my god, when is the ball going to drop? Yes, all of those things are bound to happen, especially if this is your first healthy relationship. But it feels like that consistency is the only thing you needed to feel safe and secure and to know that you are with your forever person. Because maybe in the past, consistency is the only thing that you lacked. Inconsistency was your only normal in your previous relationships. And now that you see that things can be consistent, things can be easy, things can be relaxed, that helps you realize that this is something that's possible. And just because it wasn't possible for other people, just because other people have had bad experiences, or just because you have had bad experiences in the past, doesn't mean that's going to be your future, right? This reading has the remnants of the vibe of the previous group's reading as well. So maybe you were drawn to group number two's reading, and I mean, they got angels, you got spirit guides. They're very similar, right? Your angels and your spirit guides, they function and they operate from the same level of love and intention for you. So I'm not surprised that this is the message that's come through for you. But for you, it just feels like, for you, it just feels very safe, very grounded. For them, it felt like there was a moment. For them, it felt like, um, yeah, for them it was a little bit different. For you, it's just a feeling, it's just your intuition, it's just how you're feeling, how this person is making you feel, and how you are making them feel. And it's difficult for me to explain, because maybe it's difficult for you to explain how this person makes you feel, right? Or how you make this person feel. But it just is that, if you know kind of a vibe. And honestly, that is just showing me that this relationship is um, very healthy, very safe, very secure, very consistent. And this is something that you can trust. You can put your trust into. This is not a leap of faith that you have had. This is something that has grown into your relationship, has grown into what it is. And that's why it feels easy. You know, Nothing tangible here has made you feel like they are the one for you, but it's just in your heart of hearts, this is the one for you, this is right for you, it feels right you know so that is the reading that I have for you guys, group number 3. I really, really hope that you enjoyed it and that it felt good to hear, and I hope it gave you some clarity if you really wanted it. And let me know if it resonated with you, and claim this reading as well if you'd like to in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel for more readings from me, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.